Hello, my lovely humans, my law enthusiast humans especially. I'm FCA. I am not a lawyer or a paralegal or any of those fancy things. I am a person who is a law enthusiast and aficionado. I am not it's not my job. So, with that transparency out of the way, I will link to everything below. So, if you want to double check the words I'm saying to you, absolutely do that. We always love a follow up. But today we are going to be doing an update and mini recap of the Donna Adelson case. Let's get into it. So for those of you who might not know, Donna Adelson is a 75-year-old woman from Florida who has been accused of being the mastermind behind an execution of her son-in-law. After him and her daughter got divorced, the state was going to allow the children to stay with him when the daughter wanted to move them closer to Donna Adelson and the rest of the Adelson family. But since then, her son Charlie has been convicted, a go-between woman has been convicted, and the two hired actual hitmen have also been charged and convicted. And now the prosecutors are going after Donna Adelson, saying that she is the one who orchestrated and organized the whole thing, as many of the other people had said that she was a main contact, she was a person that was the go-between, and that she was the one who arranged for the payment. You may remember, I will link to my video below, where I talked about and showed where there was testimony that Donna Adelson had physically washed dollar bills, like cash, because that's what she thought money laundering was. But Donna Adelson has had many complaints since then because she had expressed thoughts of not wanting to be existing anymore, not wanting to be in existence anymore. She was put under the S-Watch unit in where she was being held, and she had made complaints that she wasn't getting her medicine. I have a lot of complaints about jails not wanting to give proper medical attention or special needs attention to those inmates. I understand that they did something wrong. We should still treat people like people. Otherwise, how can you expect anything good to come out of it? I digress. But she was also complaining that she didn't have sheets or really any blankets, or only one blanket during her bed, that she was getting watched all the time. There's always somebody staring at her, and that she wasn't given access to silverware and was forced to eat her food with her hands. And that is what happens when you are put on an S-Watch in any kind of a unit. You do get watched 24/7, and you are not given anything that could be used to potentially hurt yourself, such as silverware or sheets. That's not unusual for those circumstances. But she has recently, last Monday on July 21st, 2025, she has made some more motions as her trial is set to begin in the beginning of August. So she has said that with the suppression of recorded phone calls, email contents, and some text messages, she had wanted two of the prosecution witnesses and all witnesses to be limited from talking about that or going into detail or bringing any of those things up in relation to the incident. The judge, Judge Everett, who really just does not want any of Donna's nonsense, he has been very clear with that. I like this judge. But he has said that that's evidence, like that's gonna come through if it's related. She is now saying that she wants to limit the testimony related to them, change the opinion testimony allowance. She wants to redepose. She wants additional new depositions made for investigator Jason Newland and special agent Patrick Sanford. The motion states that they have expressed opinions of a new investigation, not the investigation from before, and that those motions are now sealed and that her team isn't allowed access to them, and so they should get to make new depositions about it, especially about in relation to wiretaps between a jailhouse informant and Donna husband's Harvey Adelson. Harvey Adelson and the daughter have not been charged with anything in this case. I don't know why. They just haven't. She also had made another motion to ask the judge to revisit previous rulings about the prosecutors being allowed to present evidence that she was trying to leave the country. She has been charged with trying to abscond or escape legal prosecution by going to having a one-way ticket to Vietnam, which is a non-extradition country. And part of the reason why she wants to suppress and limit things to phone calls and re-go over the wiretaps. I'm not sure if it's a wiretap. All jail calls are recorded. She was talking to her son Charlie on the phone, and those calls are recorded. It tells you at the beginning that it's recorded. And she was talking to him, and she was talking about going to a non-extradition country, maybe Vietnam, and she was caught, and they don't want the video of her getting arrested to be presented to jurors, because she says that was a vacation, that they were planning a vacation, that they were stressed after Charlie's conviction, and that they were just trying to get away and find some peace with a one-way ticket to a non-extradition country. And I will link the video below so you can watch it for yourself. But she is seen about to board the plane. She was arrested at the airport. And I mean, like, she was getting ready to go through the doors that get you onto the airplane seats. And if you're wondering, well, why wouldn't they arrest her like at security? Why wouldn't they arrest her when she's sitting in the lobby area or at the gate area? It's because with prosecutions, when they're trying to prove that somebody was trying to escape, there is leeway for the defense to say, well, they were just meeting somebody there. They were just looking. They were just at the airport buying stuff. Her with a ticket in hand about to board the plane itself, it's hard to say that it's harder for defense teams to say that she wasn't trying to get on the plane at all, that she wasn't at the airport to use the airport, etc. So they're like, no, you see, she was getting on this plane. We stopped her from getting her butt in a seat on the plane. You have also seen it, in my opinion, is probably because if you watch Donna Adelson, she is very unwilling, let's say, when it comes to the arresting officers. She tries to keep her phone away from them. Harvey Adelson also tries to interfere. And she's like, and the look on her face, I would describe as she almost made it. She can't believe that she got caught when she was almost free from getting charged with anything. And she was like, no, you can't have it. My lawyer says you can't take my phone. Like, your lawyer didn't say that, because that's not how that works. And of course, there's always that added bit of embarrassment and shame. Nobody likes to be arrested. She wasn't really trying to escape prosecution, that she was going on vacation. People vacation in Vietnam. And they held out that she didn't know that she had a warrant for her arrest. Her final motions hearing is now being pushed to August 8th. Hey, it's my birthday. And her trial is scheduled to begin on August 19th. This is all from Court TV. I will, again, link everything below so you can check that out for yourself. And I will see you in the next video.